According to the Bureau of Justice Statistics, in 2021, roughly 1 in 55 black males were in state or federal prison. About 2%. And with absolute prosecutorial discretion, granting the power solely to the prosecutor to select who shall be prosecuted and who shall not, picking winners and losers even for a disenfranchising felony. Black men are in prison 5 times more than white men. And one litigation hobbyist, the former childhood protege of a legendary civil rights and criminal defense attorney, not afraid to fight City Hall or even name prosecutors as defendants, has spent his retirement years, even through a pandemic, bringing cases to state and federal court to change that. Cases not even the NAACP or the ACLU will dare to take on. Not a parent, but he is a mother. Only 50% of black males go to college, and only 13% are just college graduates earning a baccalaureate degree. And surprisingly, in the second best public schools in Virginia, unparalleled in per student expenditure, exceeding every public school division in the entire state, although over 73% of Arlington residents hold at least a baccalaureate degree, only 1/3 of students in Arlington public schools, 90% of all school-age children in the county will take a college entrance exam. Only 10.5% of non-white persons even hold just a bachelor's degree. Do the math. Ain't that a mother for you? Major Mike Webb, not a parent, but he certainly is a mother. And Major Mike Webb is running for Arlington Public School Board to command performance, which should be a no-brainer after public school closures left Virginia ranked 6th in the nation for learning losses in mathematics and reading aptitude. But conventional wisdom says that this is a Democratic seat, and how many times is conventional wisdom ever wrong? Practically by definition, you can generally take that for granted. Hardly an unknown personality, Major Mike's name has floated around the periphery of Northern Virginia politics for almost a decade. A little distinct from the usual array of make-a-statement candidates pandering to a small right-leaning base, in a congressional district in which not even bookies would lay odds on a Republican picking up a seat, and especially where the voters there are so solidly blue that they are among the Northern Virginians who usually provide the margin of victory for Democrats who win statewide. While in Arlington, Democrats hold almost all of the levers of power. Still, most people will tell you Major Mike Webb, not a parent, certainly is a mother. And nothing else, he's been on Jimmy Kimmel and to the Supreme Court 12 times. If Arlington Democrats hold all the levers of power, how did 86% of students who had applied to Howard University, Kamala Harris's alma mater, fail to receive a letter of acceptance from that HBCU, which has nothing at all to do with legacy admissions or changes in affirmative action? If 43% of Arlington public school students defied the gravity of hitting the floor after falling from a chair, failing to catch an invitation to matriculate at 91% selective VCU in the fall, the problem is not with college admissions, but public school preparation. And although not a parent, Major Mike Webb brought that case too into the courts. Ain't that a mother for you? Now and again, analysts will refer to the determined and wildly successful Arlington Democrats in battle-hardened military terms. Onslaught, Commando, and Scorched Earth come to mind. Those are usually employed in relation to the fall campaign when yet another Republican and independent who is really a Republican or a real independent, often a pesky candidate who finds a way onto the ballot almost every year, is about to be drubbed in an election in the small but intensely political county just across the Potomac from the nation's capital. That's what Blue Virginia wrote the last time Major Mike Webb ran against the school board chair, Mary Cadera. The Arlington Civic Federation even nixed him from a candidate forum when he ran against former school board chair, Monique O'Grady. And the Arlington GOP said, keep Mike Webb away from our schools. But according to the National Report Card, private and parochial schools far outperform public schools. Major Mike Webb graduated in the top 25 of his senior class at a Jesuit high school where kids not in the top 25 got accepted to Harvard, not blocked by legacy admissions or affirmative action. Do the math. You look like an intelligent person. Ain't that a mother for you? This message was approved by Major Mike Webb. Honest. This has been a Filmways presentation, darling.
And y'all come back now. Yeah.
Major Mike Webb, voted least likely to be elected Miss Congeniality. It's a boy.